Doesn't get better than that. Just a little kiss. Time to strike.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Today we'll be talking about what to get if you're looking for your very first bowling ball. So as you walk into the pro shop or you look online, YouTube and all these online stores, it can be overwhelming. So many options, so many different bowling balls, so many different colors. What do you get? First bowling ball we're going to talk about is plastic or polyester. Very low hook potential, very inexpensive. The most inexpensive you're going to find on the pro shop or online. And these balls are mainly used just for spares for league bowlers and tournament bowlers. Secondly, we have urethane balls. These are in the mid-range price point. They have moderate to low hook potential, but they're more of like a tournament bowling ball because they hook really early and they don't hook that much. And then when it comes to reactive bowling balls, they come in a wide range of prices and a wide range of hook potentials. So what you're going to want to get is something in the entry-level reactive ball category, right where this twist falls in. Some of the other bowling balls are the Storm Tropical Breeze, the Motive Thrill, and the Columbia 300 Beast. So on the flip side of that, there's the high-end reactive bowling balls, and these are very expensive, about $300 Canadian, and they're gonna hook a lot, and these are the types of balls that you're gonna see on TV. You don't wanna get one of these as your first ball because the amount of hook is gonna be quite a bit, and it's gonna be very hard to control for your very first bowling ball. So today we got Brandon Riley on the lanes. He's gonna demonstrate the difference between plastic, urethane, low-end reactive, and high-end reactive, and we'll show you why that you should get something in a low-end, entry-level category for your very first bowling ball. Let's take it out to the lanes and check it out.
All right, I'm back. We're starting off with plastic. This is what I predominantly use for spares, just because it goes straightest. Eyes by the second arrow, typical league kind of alignment. Inside a target, never hooked. Let's throw a better shot and get it to the dry a little faster and see if I can make this ball bend. Plastic balls were really popular in the 1970s. Nowadays, it's really just too straight and almost obsolete in my opinion for hook and strikes. Well, give it another shot. Move 5 boards right. Strike. Didn't hook much, but nice and straight. I can control that. Still, I prefer that for spares. Jordan says I need to try to hit the pocket again. One more shot with plastic. These lanes curve way more than they normally do in our league, but we're gonna give the ball the best chance we have to get back to the pocket. I'm gonna throw this ball right up the dry again, and hopefully I can get it to curve enough. And seeing how the ball didn't hook at the end of the lane is why I don't use this ball for strikes very often. In my competitive career as a scratch bowler, bowling for 15 years, scratch tournaments, I've used plastic for strikes one time. And that's when the bowling center forgot to dress the lanes. And yeah, they were crazy. On to urethane, that's next. Now time for urethane. Urethane was made popular in the 80s. The characteristics of urethane are a really early hook, which gets the ball to start up rolling a lot sooner. You see a lot of guys on the PBA Tour using this to control their angles. Personal opinion, I don't like it, but let's see what I can do out there. I'm gonna stand in the same spot with the urethane ball that I did at the plastic. Watch how much more this ball's gonna hook. A lot more. Started way earlier, it curved and kept going. So not bad, not bad. Let's go find some oil with this urethane ball. I'm gonna move my feet 10 boards left. I am gonna see if I can get the ball to slide a little further down the lane and hit the pocket. It's a good shot. That was a pretty good shot. It read early. It hooked way more than plastic. It hooked. It just didn't quite go through the pins the right way. I think if it had a little bit more angle, I would have struck. But let's try again. That wasn't too bad. I really did like that shot. The one thing about urethane you'll see on TV is the ball, if you want to zoom up close, collects oil. I got to wipe this off every time if I expect the ball to curve the same way on the next shot. Same shot. Let's see if I can get 10. A little bit wide of target. All right, that's 10. Urethane done. The next big innovation in bowling came in the 90s with reactive resin. This was done by adding a chemical to the urethane bowling balls to make them much more responsive on the latter half of the bowling lane. So the ball I'm introducing today is the Twist. This is Brunswick's newest, most affordable resin ball, and this is my personal recommendation for beginners who are getting their very first ball. So from the same alignment as my urethane ball, here's the Twist, entry-level reactive. All right, so as you can see, that ball pushed way further down the lane. When it did break, it was a little bit sharper. I'm gonna move my feet a couple boards to get lined up to the pocket though. 3 boards with my feet to the right to catch the hooking part of the lane sooner. That's a pretty good shot. The main difference between this and the urethane ball is that this ball skated way further down the lane, saved its energy, and was sharper on the back end. Time to strike. Oh yeah, way more hitting power with this due to that angle into the pins. The reason why we hook the ball is to get the ball to not deflect off the front pin. When the ball deflects off the head pin, you leave pins in the back row. Creating this angle is going to help you strike more. I was soft with my speed on that one. That's my bad. Oh, just a little kiss. That was close though. Not bad. 3 balls, 3 decent pocket shots. Those all had a chance. I think that I'm closer with this than my urethane, and I feel like I don't have to try to open my angles up and throw it to the right as much. Speaking of such, not everybody curves the ball as much as I do. I'm gonna throw the ball a little bit straighter, just to emulate the straighter player. I do that by increasing my ball speed, backing off a bit on my finger pressure here too. That's actually a better shot for me. This ball likes it when I'm a little bit more in the dry part of the lane and a little less into the oily part of the lane. You'll notice that my angle with this is actually very similar to how I play the plastic ball. The difference being is that you'll see more motion at the back part of the lane, and I can increase my speed. For most beginners, I recommend that they throw the ball harder. It's a good skill to have, and down the road, you can always buy some more hook. Crushed him. This right here is the pinnacle of technology. The Zenith Pearl is one of my strongest balls. Reactive resin, but with a much bigger, stronger core and just way newer, higher end tech. This is a ball that's gonna cost you twice as much money. Let's see if it's twice as good. Good shot. See, you've got the earliness of the urethane plus the back end of the reactive resin. That's why that ball hooks so much more. I'm moving my feet 5 more left. Oh, I was not looking there, and that's what some of the higher end technology will do. Those balls will recover more off the dry boards, hook more, and help you open up your angles. That's high-end technology right there. I'm gonna straighten my angles out with the Zenith Pearl a little bit more. This is the way most novice bowlers are gonna try to attack the lanes. Playing nice and direct, parallel to the lane. So that wasn't a bad shot. It just curved a little too early, a little too much, and that's tough to control. Because that last ball hooked so much, I'm gonna try to aim a little bit more at the gutter, give it some room, and let's see if I can strike from there. Wider. That wasn't a bad shot. That just curved too much, and that happens. That's what some of these bigger, stronger balls do. They want to curve, they want to go, and they're just kind of tough to keep on line. I'm gonna grab that twist again. This is really the ideal way to play these lanes today. Nice and simple here. Doesn't get better than that. That's what I recommend for all beginner bowlers. It's a ball that's gonna curve enough for you. I do believe that it'll be straight enough that you can still make your spares with it. New color twist, check them out. Question time. If you haven't ever got a ball before, maybe the twist will be your first. But let us know in the comments below. What was your first reactive bowling ball? Mine was the Gold Rhino. We'll take it back to the shop now. All right, back in the shop, 4 different types of balls. And let's talk about what kind of ball is best for you. For me, myself, I use the plastic polyester balls strictly for shooting spares. Straight, direct, right at the pin, there's no deviation, and that increases my spare percentage. Doesn't matter what kind of lane condition, I'm going right at the pins this way. We got the urethane ball, popular in the PBA Tour for the guys trying to control their angles. They want that really early hook because they throw it fast and in lots of oil. They're trying to stay more direct with these kinds of balls. We got the entry-level reactive resin. That gives you a little bit more slide through the front part of the lane and more angle on the latter half of the lane to help you mix the pins. And then there's the high-performance reactive resin to help open up your angles and really curve the lane. What's best for you at this point, and if you've never had a bowling ball before, we're talking about the twist. We're talking about that entry-level performance ball that's going to give you some curve, some angle, help you learn how to hook the ball a little bit, but also still be straight enough that you can still make your spares and not need a plastic ball quite yet. Compared to the higher end pro performance balls, the twist and these entry-level balls have a fairly low hook potential. It's greater for playing straight, for lanes that are already curving on their own, or if you're somebody that doesn't throw the ball very fast. Personally, as a scratch player, I got a fair bit of ball speed. Throwing the ball hard is not a problem for me, and I gravitate towards the balls that do curve more. Beginners, seniors, kids especially, entry-level performance, that's exactly what you need. As somebody in the pro shop, the question I get asked is what ball should I start out with, and it's usually between the least expensive plastic polyester ball and the entry-level reactive. So why would you want to spend the extra few bucks and get that entry-level reactive? Number one, you're gonna get some more curve. That's really the big selling point here, is that you want some curve. Plastic ball is not going to hook much. You're going to have to throw it really slow or really rotate your hand to create revolutions to get that ball to do anything. One point here for the twist. The next point is durability. My first ball as a kid was a plastic ball. I threw it down, I was 5 years old, it got stuck in the gutter. My dad threw his ball down to bump it out instead of calling the mechanic to come out. My ball came back split in 2. That's the issue of some of the low-end polyester balls. Reactive resin balls, much less likely to do that. And on top of that, if you do have an issue, 1-year warranty on a plastic polyester ball, 2-year warranty for Brunswick on their entry-level reactive balls. Every bowler wants curve. So why do you want an entry-level reactive ball as your first ball as opposed to a urethane ball? And the big thing is where you want that curve. If you want the ball to curve instantly at the arrows, go with that urethane ball. But it's not going to create a lot of angle into the pins. And the angle into the pins is what makes the pins splash around and bump into other pins. This will increase your percentage of hits that do strike. So the entry-level reactive ball with that sharper angle results in more strikes. My last point as to why you'd want a reactive ball over the plastic is because it has an inner core. The inner core of the ball will help it rev up faster. Comparing the twist to the Zenith, a couple differences here. First off, the Zenith hooks quite a bit more. It was a little bit tough for me to control when I wanted to keep straight with my angles. The twist held the line. The shots that I missed left to target, they still held pocket. The Zenith overhooked. You saw me curve over and get left of the head pin. That's just too strong for me here. And also as a beginner bowler, do you need to spend another $100 plus on your first ball? Personally, I don't think so. I think this is all you need. We rarely see balls like the twist on TV because the pros often bowl in a lot more oil than we do in our league. Those lanes are very slick, and you'll see the pros with the duller, stronger balls like the urethane or the high-end balls. If you didn't like this color twist, it does come in 4 other colors. You will be seeing another one of them in an upcoming video with Jimu and Simu. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know, what was your first reactive bowling ball? See you soon.